Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on Hard Knock. Today on the desk, I do have Exque from Zimbabwe. Exque, how are you doing?
How are you, sir?
I'm very well, and yourself? And welcome to the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Expandable, Maroja, Exquisitive. That's quite a name. Level with me. What's behind the name?
The name Expandable or Maroja or Exque?
Give us the whole package.
Okay. Behind Expandable, you know the movie.
Here we go! True.
I mean, you watched the movie.
I've not watched it personally, but tell us more.
Yeah, it's a movie about like the old guys, the old actors from way back coming together and doing they did a great movie. So we took the concept and then we took the old guys, a bit of new guys, and then we did a compilation called Expandable.
Mm. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about yourself personally? What's your actual name? Because I'm sure some of your fans may actually want to know who exactly you are and how you got into music.
Well, I don't really tell people my personal life, but
I like that.
I would want to keep it that way, so I'm sorry, guys. You know what I mean? But I'll give you one thing. My real name is Enoch, and I'm a family man.
You've been in the urban grooves for a while now, dating back into the 90s. When you started singing the likes of My Day, in your opinion, how have the urban grooves evolved over the years?
Well, I would say it's doing well. It's doing really, really good because there's a lot of urban grooves artists in the industry, and the music is selling, and most of these guys are being endorsed by different companies, and I'm here now. I'm touring around the world because of the kind of music, and I mean it's really well. It's doing well, I would say that.
Right. I will not make this as personal as this, but I know you said you don't want to talk much about your personal life. What inspired you into music? Is it something that you just got your talent discovered, or you're somebody that is from grassroots, always been passionate about music?
Well, from way back, you know, I used to watch my father playing a guitar and what and whatnot. But you know, after years, you know, as a teenager, you get to enjoy the new sound, you know, hip hop, R&B and stuff. So me, I used to copy what's his name, B.I.G. and Mace back in the days. Those guys used to be really popular, and you know, I used to listen to the music and write the lyrics down, and then start, you know, rapping like that. And then eventually I started writing my own rhymes, and then that's how I popped up.
You featured Oliver Tukumtukuds in your hit track Panerudo. How did you come to choose Oliver Mtukuds?
Yeah.
You sing urban grooves. How did you find collaborating with him with respect to his genre of music and integrating into urban grooves?
I would say, you know, when we started the urban grooves, they were like a war between the old guys and the new generation. So for me, doing a song with Tuku was trying to bridge his fans and my fans, so that, you know, we can become one industry. Because, you know, these guys were separating us to, you know, these are Madaras and these are the youngsters. So I wanted to bridge the two together, and I succeeded.
In your next project, would you consider to feature Oliver Tugu, collaboration with Oliver Mtukudzi again?
I'll see, but I was thinking of doing it with other artists. You know, given a chance, I'll do a track with what's the name? Thomas Mafumo. I'll do a song with what's the name? The old Bali. What's the name? Steve Makwani. You know, that guy who plays the guitar. Yeah. So I'll do with other artists just to make a difference. Yeah.
Interesting. Back in the day, okay, this might sting a little bit. Back in the day, when you launched yourself into the market, you know, when the urban groups come up, I used to remember people calling you Musalad as you get by. How did you feel about being called Musalad?
Well, for me it was alright because, you know, I started it. I did a song called Msalala. People liked it and I'm popular and people all over Msalala. So for me it was a sign of success. So I thought, why would I be offended? You know what I mean? And besides, you know, I'm a musician. You know, now they're calling me Masrudo because I did a love track and most probably they're gonna call me Marasta. Maybe I'll do another Rasta song. So you never know. You know, it's what you release and how they respond to it.
Indeed. We see now there is a branding, Kwane, Kune Mashat.
Dr. Clarence exclusive.
Kune Maninja. Kune Shumba. How do you brand yourself?
Well, I'm getting into it, you know. I'm not gonna go to my dolphin. You never know.
You're the dolphin.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I talk about love most of the time.
Right.
Why me? I'm thinking like Titanic. I'm sinking. Can you hear me? I'm calling.
This is a question from one of our listeners, one of our viewers who asked it. Did you personally feature in your one of your videos in the Chaputelera?
Was I in the video?
Indeed.
Yeah, I think in chapter, yeah, I was in the video.
From the background setting of the video, it appears it was actually not set in Zimbabwe. Where was the video shot?
No, we shot the video in Mozambique. There's an island called Savannah, somewhere in Mozambique.
Interesting. And would you continue to adopt that creativity of shooting it in different settings?
Yeah, I've got my friend Stana is doing a video here, so we're doing different things. If I go back home, I'm gonna travel to South Africa and do another video. So it's just change of.
Mazirudo akawanda unopa saka ndichifunga kurorana is go nachingani tadzise kudaro chiko tombo natsovarirana no phone call.
And how do you view censorship of Zim pop culture and the lyrics? How do you view the censorship of your music? Not just yours in particular, but Zim music.
Well, I'll say it's really well, but I don't know which part are they censoring, because as far as I know,
do you agree with music being censored, or like if you go in many other countries now, you can actually sing your music as you so wish, and it will be okay even on radio, whereas within the Zimbabwean spectrum, music is still so highly censored that some certain lyrics are not even allowed on national radio or television.
Yeah, I'll support that, because I'm a family man. I wouldn't want to hear my son shouting, screaming, vulgar. I mean, it's we've got values. That's how Zimbabwe is. We've got values. And I respect that, I would support until I don't know when. It's good for the community. It's good for it brings out respect to each other.
We're just closing 2012. We're getting into 2013. What do you have in store for us for 2013?
Well, I'm gonna be doing collabos with artists, I think, from all over Africa. So I think Zimbabwean music is going to change, and I think it's not just me. I think other artists are also doing it. So I'll say me and the other artists, we're changing the Zimbabwean music. It's going to be all over Africa.
Interesting. And while you're on that, when you say Zimbabwean music is going to change, there's been a lot of influence of Nigerian music, Ghanaian music, and even the hip-hop music. How do you see Zim Urban Grooves music faring on not only the Zim market, but also within the other market of non-Zimbabweans?
I would say our music it's really good. It's the best, and we've got enough artists to conquer Africa. But the thing is just it's a lack of exposure. Maybe it's because we're not really doing good videos. But as I said, we're working on it. So after that, I'm sure we'll be able to spread Africa.
And what challenges have you faced personally that you think other musicians of the same music have faced that you think that need to be addressed?
I think what I would say, because for a song to cross borders, you need a good video, like a good quality, proper video. So I think as most of the artists, they're not really investing in video equipment, but lately most of these guys they are buying good equipment, and they're investing more. So I would say that was the part that was dragging us back. But I think we can we've got it covered now. So I mean, I'm confident that we'll make it.
When the Urban Grooves emerged with a bang, obviously, there has been quite an outcry that you were having limited access or limited exposure on the airwaves. Do you think the situation has improved, or do you think there's a room for improvement?
I'm against that, because these guys they're all over all the time. They're getting played. They what. So I would say there's enough exposure for the Urban Grooves. I'm really Well, this old Madaras, they're the ones not being played anymore. So I would say for my urban groovers, they've got enough exposure.
They've got enough exposure. And how are you finding the UK tour?
Well, besides the weather, I mean, the shows are really good. Last night we had a good show. It was perfect. And hopefully tonight we're going to have another good one, and then tomorrow another, and then until the end of the year. But, well, UK, it's for me, it's my second time, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a good place.
Right. If the people that are listening, if our viewers and our listeners would want to get your products, your music and your videos, where and how can they get it? Can they get it?
Well, for those in Zimbabwe, there's shops around, and for those all over the world, I mean, there's websites, there's Amazon, there's iTunes and stuff. You know, they can just buy the music.
Interesting. Thank you very much, Exque. It was a wonderful pleasure having you. They had no. It's unfortunate that you didn't allow me to get so much personal into you, but I'd really love to ask one or two questions. But I'm sure next time probably you would have changed your mind, and I'll have a chance to get more personal into you.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
It was a pleasure having you on.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, have a great day.
Yeah.
My name is Simba once again. This is Hard Knock on ATV, and also in collaboration with ZimOnline Media. It was a pleasure having Exque. He's an artist from Zimbabwe right here, and they are on an international tour in the United Kingdom. They've been in Dunstable tonight. They're going to be here in Manchester, and tomorrow they'll be in Coventry. My name is Simba once again. It's a pleasure.